Chicken Jockey, cleaning simulator. Let's make a game about cleaning up popcorn in a cinema while getting bullied by the audience. Sounds familiar? So this was for the Game Dev JS Jam 2025, and the theme was balance. Naturally, I interpreted that as trying not to lose my mind while juggling gameplay between cleanliness and crowd satisfaction. My friend suggested the name for the game, Apopcalypse. Get it? Popcorn. Apocalypse. Look, it's clever if you're sleep-deprived and under a deadline, okay? So first, here's where I made my character to be able to move, dash, and maybe, just maybe, survive a cinema riot. The first projectile? A yellow circle. After getting it to shoot, it looked like a yellow ribbon. Then came the cinema art. It shouldn't take that long, right? Okay, so I'm terrible at pixel scaling. I would draft a small image scale of the image and just increase the sprite size while slowly adding shadows and details to it. I scaled the whole thing to look like a real theater. So originally, the idea was, if you clean too much, the audience gets mad. Which, yeah, now that I say it out loud, makes zero sense. Like, what kind of theater goers get angry that the floor is too clean? But then my friend casually sends me this doodle. And suddenly, it clicked. It's not about how much you clean, it's where you clean. If you walk across the stage to clean, you end up blocking the audience's view, and that's what makes them mad. Now it actually feels like a puzzle. Clean the mess, but don't upset the crowd. Simple, logical, balanced, just like the Jam theme wanted.
Yeah!
Now the popcorn had to spawn in a circle. The problem was, I forgot what circles look like. This doesn't look like a circle. Now that's a circle. With chairs and audiences placed, I coded them to throw popcorn like they're in a food fight. In a circle, of course. Then came the mess mechanic. Every time popcorn lands, it has a chance to spawn trash. The player presses and holds E to clean it up. Okay, somehow I made it so cleaning added more mess. Anyways, I fixed that eventually and added the rage bar. I made it so that if you block the audience's view, rage builds up. If it maxes out, you're fired. Game over. So, after 3 days of tweaking, cleaning, and contemplating the meaning of popcorn, I had movement, dashing, popcorn artillery, clean bar, rage bar, and an audience that judges you harder than your Asian parents. I fine-tuned the raycast for cleaning, made UI bars feel juicy, and gave them cute little smiley faces. So, by day 4, I had it all. Menus that navigated smoothly, level buttons that responded crisply, and victory screens that celebrated your success. The audience members, they'd bounce in fury if you dared to block their view. The main menu art? I whipped it up in Pixlr E like a Photoshop peasant. I thought, wow, everything works. The mechanics are clean, the menus are smooth, the audience is angry. I'm done, right? But then it hit me. Wait a minute. Is this even fun? I mean, think about it. You're essentially walking into piles of popcorn and pressing E to clean them up, all while desperately trying not to obstruct the audience's view. That's not gameplay. That's a part-time job at a movie theater. It's a cleaning simulator, and not even a fun one. I had built a functioning game out of a gag that was, at its core, not enjoyable. Time to rethink everything. So, I added chicken jockeys to my game.
Chicken Jockey!
They scream, they throw popcorn. It's pure chaos. A few days in, I took a step back and realized I didn't make a game. I made a popcorn cleaning simulator with rage issues. Unpaid labor in a cinema under siege by angry audiences, airborne snacks, and my own bad decisions. So, I pivoted. If cleaning popcorn wasn't fun, maybe shooting rats and dodging trash would be. So I brute-forced bullets. And by brute-forced, I mean the bullets flew everywhere at once. My game basically became an unpaid intern bullet hell. Eventually, I got it working, kind of, except for the recoil. The gun kicked so hard my player was practically doing backflips after every shot.
Psych!
The next issue, the gun sprite. My first attempt looked like a yellow cloud duct taped to a pipe. Yeah, I didn't really like how this one looks. Finally, after redesigning and an existential breakdown, I made something that didn't suck. So after giving the player a gun, the next logical step? Rats. First attempt, they spawned from the sky like God's least favorite creatures. Rats falling like missiles, terrifying. Eventually I got them to spawn from actual ground, gave them HP, gave them a sense of purpose. Their purpose? Ending you. Then I started messing with their attack patterns, like when you get too close, they do this little wind-up bite animation, which sounds cute, until one of them jumped halfway across the screen and actually jump-scared me. Here's that moment.
Let's see how the attack works. What the f***?
I flinched. Don't judge me. At this point, I gave up on the whole cleaning sim dream. Welcome to arcade mode, where logic goes to die. Now I had to clean, dodge rats, and not block the audience's view, all at the same time. It's basically customer service, but with rodents and a rage meter. Next up, polish, the part where you slap some juice on everything and hope it actually feels good. I added screen shake, juicy hit sounds, and effects so flashy, you might blink weird for a bit. After everything, it somehow worked. It was loud, it was dumb, it made zero sense, which honestly meant it was finally fun. The kind of fun that only shows up when you stop overthinking and just embrace the chaos. Also, I changed how cleaning works. No more holding E. Just walk over the trash and boom, it cleans itself. I also changed the cleaning bar to green because green means clean. At some point I was like, wait, people might not know what the hell they're doing. So I threw together an instructions screen. That's when I figured, let's lean into the arcade chaos. Same mess, more chaos, and now with a replay button. Then I tossed in the Chicken Jockey sound effects, straight from meme lore, and made popcorn spawn faster than before. I added new enemies. It was the same rat sprite, just color swapped. White rat, small and twitchy. Brown rat, massive and probably on break from McDonald's. I added spilled drinks and puddles, so if you step on them, you get slowed for a few seconds. Because nothing says immersion like sticky cinema floors messing with your movement. I gave the player a new sprite, made him look way more presentable. Then I added a dash. Kinda. First attempt, the sprite just stayed there, like it forgot it was part of the game. My second attempt, I made the dash so big it looked like he was trying to leave the game, permanently. So I fixed it. Shrunk the sprite, smoothed the frames, now it actually looks like a dash. I started drawing audience silhouettes. So it actually felt like you were being watched, judged, silently, constantly. Then I cut out each PNG and dropped them into place, one by one. I polished the background, tuned the audience bobbing so they didn't all move like robots, made sure their judgmental aura was maximized, made it way darker so your focus stays on the player and the cinema screen. To truly capture cinema chaos, I added flickering flashes all over the screen to simulate that Flint and Steel meme, like when annoying audience members start flashing their phone lights mid-movie. It doesn't help you, it just makes dodging popcorn and rats way harder. For health pickups, I went with noodles, because why not? Pick it up, get +1 health. Simple, except the bowl was massive, like bigger than the player. Big enough to restore HP and your appetite. Okay, I've adjusted the size, and it works perfectly now. And then, it happened. I finally added real functioning chicken jockeys into the game. They screamed, they charged, just like the meme, except now you're the one getting bullied. Oh, and I added music too. Just a simple beat at first.
Chicken Jockey. Chicken Jockey.
Friends said the music felt too sad, So yeah, I changed it. With 4 hours left, I thought, yeah, now's a great time to add a gun upgrade. So I sketched out an icon real quick. And hey, it actually worked. More bullets, more damage, more noise, because if we're going chaotic, we're going fully loaded. Even with all the chaos, I didn't want to ditch the original idea entirely. So I started merging both, cleaning sim plus arcade shooter. That's where level design came in. I adjusted seat spawners, placed audiences, tweaked rat intervals, trying to make it feel intentional, not just messy. Basically, I wanted every stage to feel like organized chaos. Clean the mess, shoot the rats, don't block the angry crowd. The classic cinema experience. Final playtest. Everything was held together with spaghetti code and hope, but somehow, it worked. Then I hit submit. No turning back, just pure silence and the sudden urge to sleep for 12 hours. And there it was, my first ever Game Jam submission. Next to games that made sense. Mine, cleaning, rats, and way too much popcorn. Thanks for watching this cinematic descent into chaos. You can try Apocalypse right now, links in the description. If you enjoyed the devlog, drop a like, sub, or tell me what power-up I should add next. Because if I ever revisit this game, yeah, I'm bringing a spaghetti bazooka.